Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today I decided to do an entire look using the Anastacia Beverly Hills Norvina palette volume 1. Highly recommend this palette, but I was bored the other day and I decided to pick it up and just do something out of my comfort zone a little, and this is what I came up with. And then a lot of people complimented me on it and said I should do a video on it, so here it is. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy this tutorial, and if you do, like, subscribe. What am I trying to say? Whatever, let's get to it. I already went ahead and primed my eyelids. I don't know what it is about this lighting right here, but I feel like I look like whiter and like my skin looks like more red, but whatever. So the first shade I'm using is the shade D3, which is this really bright red right here, and I'm grabbing it on a Wet n Wild brush just like this, and I'm gonna be placing this only on the inner corner part of my crease. The inner crease, there we go. So at first I pretty much just pack it on there. Like that. And if you want to make it more pigmented, you can. And I'm not super worried about the blend right now, but as you start to get rid of some of the product, and as you notice that there's not so much on your brush, you can go up and diffuse, not like that. You can go up and diffuse the line with like little circular motions or whatever. Okay, and then the next shade I'm using is the shade A2 right here, and then towards the end of A2 I'm going to go in with B4. So for the first brush I'm using this small little brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna blend that into the red. These two colors actually blend really nicely. I don't know, hopefully I can do this look as well as I did it the first time, but so just pack that color in. Like, that was kind of so effortless and it looks so smooth. I literally love this palette. Okay, and now towards the end I'm going in with B4, and this shade right here is going to let the blend between the purple and the dark blue we're about to go in with a lot smoother, because I don't know, it's easier to blend dark purple and dark blue than light purple and dark blue, so that's why I did this. So yeah, and then once you don't have much product left, you can raise it up a bit and just blend out the edges. And I honestly, I have no clue where this brush is from. I just found it and it's like obviously really old, but I don't know, I used it when I first tried out this look and it worked, so I just used this to buff out the edges of all the colors. And I just kind of do circular motions, and I don't know, that's what worked for me. So, and you can see it starts to look more diffused. Okay, to keep it real, I completely forgot what brush I used for the blue, so I'm just gonna pack it on with this tiny one right here and then blend it out with this skinny fluffy brush. So the dark blue I'm going into is D4, and honestly when I first tried this I was kind of hesitant because I don't know if you can see, but like it kind of has like hold on, I don't want to drop it. It kind of has like shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. So I was kind of hesitant to put this on my crease, but I mean the sparkles were so faint, like you couldn't even see them, so I was like whatever. Okay, so to slightly clean up under the brows, I took this brush right here and I very lightly tapped it into the white shade, but like very lightly because this is super pigmented, so you just really have to have a light hand. And then I'm trying to kind of carve out the eyebrow again because it got a little messy on this side not so much. Okay, so once our crease is done, I'm going to grab this Makeup Revolution Conceal Conceal and Define Concealer. I'm in the shade C1. Well, this is the shade C1. I'm running out. So then I just grabbed this on a small little flat brush like that. And then I just put some on the back of my hand because it's easier to grab. And then I just cut my crease, and this time, well, actually for the first time on my channel, I'm doing a full cut crease. So this is gonna be like winged out and everything. It's not gonna be a half cut crease or a halo eye like I usually do. So yeah. Okay, so if you're recreating this look and your cut crease isn't your cut crease isn't super sharp or carved out, it's fine because we're gonna go in with glitter eyeliner later anyways. But for right now, since I kind of look like a mess, I'm gonna just clean that with a cotton swab. Okay, now all over the concealer, oh my god, it's still like, okay, all over the concealer, I'm gonna be using this white shade right here to just set it all in place. And I don't know why I do this, but I did it last time that I did this look, and yeah, I feel like the look I did like on my Instagram that was like the OG one, the original one I did, I feel like it was a little more blue. But since for some reason this time it was so hard for me to blend, I ended up adding a lot of purple to try to like diffuse it properly. So now it's like a little more purple than blue, but I mean, it's fine. Okay, so now for the inner half of the crease, not the crease, the cut crease, the concealer, I'm going to be placing, what shade it was. I think it was B3. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be placing the shade B3 all over the lid, and I lied, I'm not using a brush right now. I'm gonna use my finger first, and then to really get into the cut crease, I'm using this tiny little brush. This is a Wet n Wild concealer brush, by the way. So I'm just gonna be grabbing B3 on my finger, and then I'm gonna stop right about there, and then I'm gonna grab the tiny little brush I have here and then spray some Mario Badescu rose spray. I'm just gonna be really getting into that section right there. Okay, now that we've completed the pink section, I'm going to be applying this shade right here. It's like a metallic blue purple. It always looks like a duochrome. It's like sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's blue. I don't know, it's cute. And again, I'm just gonna be doing that, applying that with the finger, and then going in with a smaller brush to really get inside the lines. I literally just defeated the purpose of using the Q-tip. But yeah, so now I'm going to be using this small brush, grabbing that. So now I'm going to repeat the same process on the other eye. I seriously feel like this look has taken so long, but we're finally on to the next step. So I'm going to be applying this NYX glitter Brilliance all along the cut crease. And since I thought it would be too complicated to do this with like a tiny brush and applying glue or whatever, what I did was I just took this glitter eyeliner that's also from NYX, and so I opened the glitter obviously, and then pretty much I just kind of like wiped down the glitter from this side just because I wanted to use the brush. And so I dipped it into the other glitter like this, get it nice and covered, and then I just applied it that way. And then to get it all off, when you're done, you just simply wipe it down with a makeup wipe or baby wipe or whatever. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna be placing that all over my crease line. To prime, I had just quickly sprayed my face with the Badescu Rose Spray, but now for foundation, I'm going back to my OG. I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I only use it as foundation though, and I'm in the shade 00 Light Natural. So I'm just going to quickly dot this all over my face and then blend it out using a Real Technique sponge. For concealer, I'm going in with the FitMe, and I'm in the shade 10. So I'm just going to be placing that under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and a tiny bit down my nose like that. But today I'm also going to be cream contouring, and to cream contour, I am using another FitMe concealer, but this is in the shade 60, and it's called Cocoa. So this is actually a lot darker than I thought, and the first time I tried it, I kind of went OD. So I'm just gonna be doing like 3 dots like that, and then like that against my nose. And then I'm just gonna be blending that out. Okay, for blush, I'm using the ColourPop blush sticks, and I'm using this in the shade 25A. And the reason I'm doing all of this before I even set my face is because this is a liquid slash like cream texture, so I don't really want to mix this with the powders. I'd rather just go ahead and do that after. So I'm just going to be placing that a little bit on my beauty blender. I should have placed it on the bottom, but I'm stupid. And then I'm going to just dab that onto my skin. And then I've heard a lot of people say that like those blush sticks like pick up foundation and your concealer. So I saw this TikTok hack on how to like apply, which is the way I just did it, and I mean I like it. I mean, I never really had a problem with it before, but I really like this application method too. So yeah, that's why, I guess. So now to set, I'm putting now to set, I'm using the Fenty powder, and I'm going to be placing this in the usual baking areas, which is, you know, the under eyes and under the contour we just placed. But however, this time, instead of leaving it and wiping it off, I'm just going to be baking it into the face. So like normally at this point I'd leave it and then just wipe it off later, but instead what I'm gonna do is just keep blending it until it melts into the skin. And so I'm just gonna keep pushing that and pushing and pushing and pushing. Oh my god, this Fenty powder is like unreal. It makes my skin look so soft. Oh yeah, so to bronze, I'm using my newest obsession, my new fave, the I Heart Revolution Bronze and Glow. So I'm just gonna be grabbing that on a fluffy brush like this, because I'm not really trying to sculpt. Now I'm just trying to bring warmth to the face since I already did the cream contour. So then once you're done with that, I'm just gonna grab my Fenty powder once again, and I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones. And same process, I'm just gonna bake that into the skin. Alright, now for highlight, I am going to be using the Sleek Makeup Palette once again. I'm going to be using this shade right here. I don't know, it has like pink purple undertones to me, and our look is kind of purplish, so. Now it's time to finish up the look by doing the under eyes, and so I'm just going to be repeating the same thing that we have on this crease on the bottom. So the first shade I'm going to be going in with is again is D3 right here. I'm using this on this Sigma E30 brush, and I'm just going to place that. Now using this small angled brush, I'm going in with A2, which is the purpley shade. Now the final step is, guys, lipstick. I'm using lipstick for once. Bravo for me. This is the melted Too Faced Melted Long Wear Lipstick in the shade Chihuahua. It's like, it has a funny applicator, but that's what I like about it. It makes it a lot easier to apply. Alright everyone, this is the final product. I feel like this time around the look came out a little more smokier, and it was definitely harder this time than when I did it the first time, but whatever, I'm satisfied with how this turned out. Hopefully you are too, and if you are, don't forget to like and subscribe, but also stay tuned for my next video because I will be doing a makeup challenge for the first time, and I'm also going to be announcing a giveaway I'm doing because April is my birthday month. So yeah, stay tuned and thank you for watching.